Hello, my friends. I hope you're doing great and you are in the mood to stitch something beautiful. And for this reason and for this occasion, I have a very interesting project for you. It's the tulips that are stitched completely in the hoop, and then you can put them in the vase, and they are stitched with felt. You need to have green felt for sure because it's for the leaves, and then you decide what color flower your petals are gonna be. And in my case it's gonna be red because I need red tulip in my case. Well, it's burgundy or red, something like that. And we need to hoop the tearaway stabilizer in 5 by 7 hoops, and we will need 3 by 4 felt inches felt, two pieces of like these, for red felt in my case for the flower, and we will need 6.5 and 4 by 4 inches green felt, two pieces, and we will also need soft twist stick for the stem. And we start stitching our pretty flower, and let's start it with stitching the placement line. So this design is stitched in 3 steps, and we just stitch the first step. It's really easily made. And next we need to tape our soft twist stick, green preferably, like this. I'm going to show you, and we got to tape it in places so it won't go anywhere when we are stitching. So like this, we put it a little bit inside of the floral part, and repeating the stem. Then we will need to direct it like that and tape it so it will be out of the way of the leaf stitching. Leaf, okay, let me tape it in here, but I'm gonna trim my tape a little bit so it won't harm our side. Yes, like that. I hope you can see it. Look how I did it. I did it, and now it's a fun part, and 2 more stitches away we are from completing our project. So we need to tape the backing felt in the area of the tulip flower, but I'm gonna just put it and it will be okay too, because from the back I can see that it's in the right place. Then I'm gonna place my front part of the front hoops felt in the same area, and now I can, wait a minute, minute, I gotta trim this. Okay, and now we are just stitching it. And make sure your top and bobbin threads are of the same color and the color of in the shade of your, I think I did it in the suitable shade for the felt, but you can choose it to be different color than your felt. Alright, next you are gonna trim your tulip flower, and you trim it just leaving a little bit of the seam allowance. It's easy because you are just trimming it as it goes, and you have not to cut this twist rod, soft rod, or rod or stick or whatever it is, stick. And you do the same from the back of the hoop. Like this, you trimmed it from the front and back of the hoop. And now the last step, can you imagine we are doing the tulip in 3 steps. And one of them is placement line. Oh my God. And now as we are doing it with the green felt, I'm gonna choose green top and bobbin threads. Oops. Moving my camera, right? Well, it's the quickest project in the hoop project, and beautiful as a result. So I'm gonna place my green felt from the back of the hoop like this. And then I place the same area green felt in the same area from the front of the hoop. And then we can hold it a little bit here to make it easier for our machine to stitch it. But keep your hands out of the way of stitching for sure. So now, what we're doing now? Now we are done stitching with the stitching steps, and now we're gonna trim it still in the hoop and caring not to cut our stem. And we cut it just giving a little seam allowance. It's really easy because when we are cutting without caring, we do that. We do a little bit of a seam allowance. And then we cut from the back of the hoop the same way. So now, as we are done doing it all, we are gonna remove the tape and we are gonna cut our, okay, I'm not gonna cut it. Yeah, I'm gonna cut it in here because I want to cut my placement line. And then I'm gonna unhoop it the way I'm gonna tear away the stabilizer like that. And then I'm gonna cut it in here because I got the placement line stitched in here. And then I just remove my stabilizer. And then we can trim it a little bit if we think there is something extra. And we got our beautiful, very beautiful tulip ready. Look how beautiful it is. I hope you like it and you can give it any shape you want. I'm going to show you now how I put it in the vase and how it looks. So now I'm going to show you how my tulips look in the vase. Look how pretty they are. And you can do them in any color. And they are really pretty. And I hope you liked my tutorial and my tulips, and you can make such bouquet. 3 are completely enough, but you can do bigger bouquets. And I hope we meet next time soon. Have a wonderful day and thank you for being with me. Bye bye.